Hey everybody, Matt Truman, Truman's Town Hall. Hope everyone's having a good day. What's going on in the Republican Party, folks? You have one of the top leaders, Representative Phil Plummer, endorsing Democrats and RINOs. What's going on with the Republican Party? Because I do remember just a short 11 months ago, he said this on Bob Franz's Always Right radio.
And then I saw it in a couple of social pages, and then I saw it on a headline. Phil Plummer calls for Jason Stephens to resign immediately. That is about as strong as it gets. I saw a lot of criticism. I saw a lot of people talking about how this looked like anything but unification, which is what we were told Jason Stephens was supposed to bring, that Derek Merrin could not. But I only saw one person calling for his resignation. Tell us why.
Yeah, Bob, what he did yesterday, once again, he had to use the Democrats and his gang of 22 to get his package passed through the rules and also to get his leadership team passed. I mean, once again, he disrespected the Republican majority. You know, we were voted to do a job. We were voted in by our constituents to do a job, and he failed to recognize us on the floor where we simply wanted to drop some amendments to his rules package. And we wanted to do that to eliminate this dictatorship that he has.
Representative Plummer, tell me more about the dictatorship. He's only been on the job for a couple of weeks, really, since January 3rd, when the Speaker Steal of 2023 happened. And, of course, that was when the rules package was supposed to be voted upon. It was supposed to be largely ceremonial and easily agreed upon by the massive supermajority. People who are in chairmanships of committees are going to stay in them, particularly people like Derek Merrin. And none of that happened. So in 2 weeks, we're devolving into a dictatorship. Tell me what that means.
Well, let me walk you through the process. So the electoral process, we spent in the excess of $30 to $40 million statewide to get, statewide elected officials, the Supreme Court, all of us elected. So the citizens in this red state ponied up for the resources to get us elected. We have a majority in the House, a historical majority. And we get this guy who steps in and immediately hands over all the power to the Democrats. So we tell our voters now, hey, thank you for your trust, confidence, and your resources, but we just gave over the power to the Democrats. That was his first move. And in doing so, he sold three policies. We all know he sold three policies. HJR 6, which will be very detrimental to our state, the backpack bill, and he also gave the Democrats more authority on the redistricting commission. So every move he makes is catering.
These are set. He's the speaker. I mean, what method of change is possible?
We still have our power of our vote. He can't take that away from us. So he needs to pass budgets. He needs to try to pass conservative policies. I don't know if that's possible under his leadership, but we have the power of our vote. And we also had a process yesterday where we elected Derek Merrin as the leader of our caucus, and they elected me as the leader of ORAW, our political arm. So Jason's trying to debate that with us, but he needs to check the Ohio Revised Code that specifically spells out that process. We had the majority vote, and we took those two leadership spots. So if he doesn't want to give those up, it even shows more.
Okay, so we heard from Phil Plummer on Bob Franz's Always Right radio. Folks, I listened to that episode. I listened to that show, and I was like, yeah, go, Phil Plummer. Go, man. Do it. Stand up for us Republicans out here. And then what did he do? What did Phil Plummer? Oh, he endorsed a Democrat in his home county of Montgomery. Wow. And a RINO. I mean, folks, she's a registered Republican. Look at her record. She's a council member in the city of Huber Heights. Look at her record. That's my old hometown. I pay attention, and I have for a very long time in the city of Huber Heights. I know the council members. I know what they vote on. I know what they say on the dais. Her name's Kate Baker, is nowhere near a conservative Republican. Far from it. And the other candidate seems like a very nice lady. That's great. But nice does not push through conservative agendas, like Mr. Plummer was talking about on the Bob Franz show. So he wants people to push through conservative ideas, yet he is going to do this very same thing that he was arguing about 11 months ago. The hypocrisy in our party must stop, and we as Republicans need to stand up and make certain it doesn't. We got to speak out, and not only that, we need to get involved with the grassroots. We need to get involved with politics and start running for office if you have to. There's a website, ohioprecinctstrategy.org. Check it out. Run for Central Committee, the County Central Committee, State Central Committee. Run for office. Do whatever you need to do, because politicians today are talking out of both sides of their mouth, and they have been for a very long time. It's like, I grew up with a car salesman, right? And what do they say? Car salesman and politicians about the same darn thing. I love my dad, but they're right. Folks, I hope y'all's having a good day. And I'm just frustrated that this is it always happens. And it's with those that you're like, yeah, you're rooting for. You're really rooting for. Because I was rooting for Plummer, doggone it. And then he endorsed. And then, so I posted that picture of them endorsing Democrats and RINOs on a Facebook page, and people go, well, they're trying to work together. They're not trying to work together, people. Wake up! Sure, that's going to be the spin. Oh, we're working together. They don't care about working together. Neither side cares about working together. They want you divided in order to keep you blind. That's why I'm going to continue to watch. Not only run for office, but pay attention to what they're doing. You have to pay attention to what they're doing, the laws they're passing, and the little inside maneuvering, the backdoor deals that's happening, the lobbyists coming in. I get fired up. I love America. I love Ohio. And I love... I'm frustrated. Woo!